Herdwatch is basically the encyclopedia of every cow we've got here on farm. It's got all her records from the day that she's arrived with us. It's got all her breeding records on, any medicines that she's ever received is recorded there, any veterinary work, it's all recorded on there. I'm Lorna and I'm a dairy farmer in Devon. My husband and I are milking 300 cows across 2 farms. We're milking mainly crossbred and Jersey type cows with the odd few British Friesians and Holsteins mixed in. Milking approximately 100 autumn calving cows and 200 spring calving cows, and we have 1 full-time herdsman to help us out. So we sell our milk to a cheese producer, so it's really important to us that we're really maximising the grazing potential of the farms. We've invested quite a lot of infrastructure for cow tracks and water troughs for the cows to really maximise the grazing features of the farm, and we're producing high quality milk, which is really important for our milk contract, so plenty of butter fat and protein, which is why we've opted for the crossbred and the Jersey Star cows. So Herdwatch was recommended to us by a friend. We were looking for an easy and efficient way to record animal movements and medicine records, and a friend said to us that the app was working well for him on his farm, and so we did a 30-day free trial with Herdwatch. We were pleased with the results, and so we decided to subscribe, and then since it's moved on to the next generation app, we've stayed with them and looked at all the additional features that they've offered us. Like with anything, the more information you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. So initially there was obviously quite a bit of data that I inputted. But no, once the data's in there, it's certainly very quick and easy to add anything for each of the individuals. You know, it literally takes seconds. So for instance, when we start calving, I'll literally be tagging the newborn calf, and at the same time I'll be quickly registering the calf, and the registration's sent off straight away. By having the app, it saved several hours, probably a week, recording data that we require on farm for the cows. When you're so busy, there is the risk that you might forget about doing something, but because you can do it literally live when you're out on the farm, it definitely saves a lot of time, and it just makes sure that nothing gets forgotten about. So before we had Herdwatch, we were doing all handwritten records for movements and for medicines. It was quite laborious, writing down your batch numbers every time and your expiry dates, etc. It was just quite an onerous task at times, making sure everything was kept up to date. But with using the app, it's quick and simple. If a cow's had to have treatment, it's just recorded immediately and then it's done. Auditors from Red Tractor and from our milk buyer have been really impressed that the data's all there. It's so readily available, for ease of access, and our vets are as well. So if we're doing a routine vet visit, we can pull up any information about any cow that he wants to know about. The scanner option for scanning your cattle passports to move them onto your holding, the kids think that's great. They really enjoy helping with those kinds of jobs. And it's just meant that in the evenings I'm not tied up doing paperwork. I can switch off better in the evenings because I'm doing everything as I go along in the daytime. We're also now using it for the foot trimming data. So every time that we pick up a cow's foot to have a look at her feet, we just record it there, even if it's just a routine check. So we're really building up like the bigger picture of the overall health of the herd and just how all the individual cows are performing. It's really great that the Herdwatch team are really trying to make sure that they're constantly keeping up to date. Changes in legislation, changes in farm insurance, changing in milk buyer contracts. They're really great to deal with, really good at picking up on things, finding out what it is that you actually need. They're brilliant, whether I drop them an email, whether I message them via the app, whether I message them on social media. It's usually within a couple of hours I've had somebody on the phone talking through. They really want to help you. They want to improve the app and make sure you're not having problems. So anytime we've had an issue, they are really quick to jump on it. When I open the app and it tells me that there's been an update, it's always keen to see what new features are coming out. They're really good on social media, telling you about new things which are coming up and running webinars about the new functions as well. They're really trying to make sure that everything they can add into the app that they are, just to help us out, and I think we're just going to see more and more of that happening in the future. It's a massive time saver. It's got a lot of really good, helpful features on there, and I do recommend it to a lot of people. It's certainly made a massive difference to us.